Alrighty, folks, we are back with more Satisfactory. Joining me, of course, is Mr. Tom.
Hello.
And Mr. Zeph.
Hello.
So, yes, we're back building more stuffs. How are you doing, gentlemen?
I finished the supercomputer factory, but I might need to tidy up the oil setup, but otherwise it's fine. And I guess now I'm working on the adaptive control units. Zeph?
I'm most likely gonna put some machinery down here near the main base to make some of the elevator parts. Most likely the machine that makes the pressure conversion cubes, so we can actually have use the copper powder.
Yes. We do need to be using the copper powder.
And it doesn't need that much space anyway, so that's perfect. Oh, just a sec, be right back.
Sure.
I don't think this oil plant is producing enough plastic.
Why is that?
I don't know, but it doesn't look like there's enough plastic. Like the belt seems like it's constantly empty. And these machines aren't running at 100% efficiency.
You do sound very tired today, Tom. Have you had a rough week?
Not like specifically.
So what are you working on now?
Help me.
Either of you?
I guess I'm gonna have a quick checkup on the oil facility that I've made. Oh, it's a bit of lag. And then once that's sorted, or if I can't do much with it, then I'll probably start work on the adaptive control units, which from memory are going to be kind of a pain because they require all the same things as I've already got, but in much larger quantities.
Oh well.
So I'm not actually sure how I'm gonna get around the problem of like quick wire, because there's only so much caterium. I'll do some thinking, I guess.
How much power do we have?
How much what do we have?
Power.
Well, we built another nuclear power plant last week, so we should have plenty. Why?
The nuclear paste.
Ah.
It's gonna need a particle accelerator.
Yep. As well, as long as they're not working at the same, as long as they're working like, you know.
Not at the same.
Yeah, one then one, it'll be fine. Because if one fires off as the other one's powering up, it'll be fine.
That's true.
I don't know how you're gonna work it so it does that, but that's a problem for maths boy Zeph.
Yeah, I think most likely as soon as the thing is halfway, as that one is all.
Yeah.
I'll just have to just check when it spikes, or when it drops down, and then see how long it is, and like halfway on that,
Yeah.
I'll have to. Not halfway. So it ramps up slow.
Yep. It will need to be some
Check how
some
is that power
timings
actually
will need to be sorted.
right. I think it's like a certain level and it slowly rises and then it drops down, right?
It basically like peaks to a point and then drops down.
Yeah, and then go up, go up, go up, drop down. So as soon as this, technically, as soon as it drops down, I need the other machine to. Yeah, that's gonna be. I'll just check when. Oh, that drops down again. Okay, so I know the distance-wise. I just need to make sure that I'm near a machine for it, so it should be fine. Okay. Where is the stuff that I need? So pressure conversion cube, which is radio control units and fused modular frames. And assembly. Radio control units. Over here. Okay, so those are not used yet. If I place those there, facing that way. Control units. Okay. Somewhere. Oh, I don't place on rotors. Four silent plates.
Have I ever said how much I dislike refineries? I
Only
feel like
once
I
or
haven't
twice.
said it enough.
Only once or twice. So what's the one with the copper powder?
The pressure, the nuclear paste.
Ah, right, okay.
Pasta.
Are you working on that now?
Yeah. Well, I'm working with for the pressure conversion cube. After that, it will be the
Ah, right.
accelerator for the paste. Yeah.
Nuclear pasta.
Pasta and
What's the one that's 4,000?
that's true that are 4,000, I believe.
Okay, what's the one we haven't touched yet that's 4,000?
I'm working on that. That's the one that needs.
Assembly director system.
Yeah, it needs supercomputers and automated adaptive control units. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm working on it.
Right, okay.
So still working on that. We only need like pretty much like a drone port to ship it back here. That should be fine already.
Alright.
So, let me quickly check actually. So I have it set up for now. What was this thing again?
Adaptive control unit. Or are we
No,
simply
the other
doing
one that you were making.
Supercomputers.
Yeah, but what would it turn into again?
Oh, assembly director
That's the one.
something.
Assembly director's system. That's the one. Putting one of the boxes up for that, so that. Oh, are you making those and then into the final product, or are you sending the two products over here?
I don't know.
Because they don't. I guess the other stuff we technically don't need here. Well, maybe like
We
a
don't. The supercomputers maybe. Adaptive
Yeah.
control units, I don't think.
Yeah.
Do you make them in? Do you make them in an assembler?
Let's see. Assembly director.
Think so, right?
Yeah, that's an assembler. Yeah. It only needs an assembler for that one.
Oh, I don't have enough steel pipe.
Do you want me to bring you
That's
something?
annoying.
Do you have enough to make a main little
Yes,
hut
please.
for you to?
Yeah, some steel pipes, some steel beams. Is there anything else I need? Pipes and beams.
I'll get that in a minute. I'm just getting some more. Just sorting this one so it doesn't run out of stuff.
Thank you.
Crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillators.
I can give you some stuff as well.
Crystal oscillators.
I think supercomputers is one of the boxes that we have already. I think here somewhere.
Supercomputers, we are having some made over here. We don't have any computers left here.
Wait, we're making supercomputers?
No, we're not making supercomputers. We have a box for it here.
We have we have one machine that makes them, but that was just made in.
Oh, is it
Instead of passing.
a manual
Yeah,
input?
Yeah.
manual
Oh, yeah.
input
Okay.
one. It was more kind of while we had something to tick over in time, so I was like, yeah, I'll just put one to.
Fair enough.
I think I'm just gonna put. I'm just gonna put an assembly director system. No. Adaptive control unit box here in the sorting
This one
system, and then
makes
just
radio control.
so you don't have to make the end product here. So we always have at least a little bit of surplus supercomputers if we want to pick them up. So just make the two like the products before that. Adaptive control units. Why does it look so familiar? Because I'm.
It was a project part for previously.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's already a box for it.
For what, sir?
For adaptive control units.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already had them. We already have a box for it, so.
Nice.
Okay, so I can just change that one back to being.
What stuff do you need to make? Oh fuck, I forgot no power. What stuff do you need to make hypertubes?
Plastic
Plastic.
and something else.
Plastic and copper sheet, I believe, off the top of my head, but I will check in a moment.
Just wondering if maybe I should make another.
Yeah, copper sheet and steel pipes for the hypertube, and for the stand and for the supports you need iron plates and concrete.
I'm just wondering if I should make a hypertube to the oil zone around here.
I mean, it would get you there. If it gets you there faster, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
If you are
Definitely.
going back and forth a lot, then it gets you there faster, so yeah. Right, I am done with this. What do you need me to bring you over?
Steel pipes, steel beams.
Steel pipe, steel beam. Okay, that it?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Okay. On my way. Where are you at the moment?
Where I was last time.
How am I fastest to get to you?
Southeast, I think.
So, oh, yep, southeast tunnel, yep. On my way.
Think anyway.
I'll get something set up for the that thing that you were making. So byproducts and then the.
Oh yeah, I do have a thing here making steamed copper sheets. So
Assembly oxygen system.
Concentration is already set in.
shh, we're concentrating.
Upper.
Oh dear.
Shh, we're concentrating. I've also got a few things that if you're going to be going away again somewhere, could you take back to base?
Probably, yeah.
Just a bit of guff that's clogging up my inventory.
Yeah, sure.
Like 3 bacon mushrooms and 9 black powder.
I assume you don't have a drone near you can just chuck them into.
No.
I could just build you a drone.
I suppose, yeah.
Assembly load system. Assembly load system.
And the first stack of supercomputers as well.
Digital control unit and supercomputer. So this one requires supercomputers and digital control units.
Southeast.
I've made a couple of weird, like, totem pole statue things.
Ah.
Supercomputer is second floor. Yep. Okay, so let's see.
somewhere around there's like an artifact or whatever, and it keeps annoying me by chirping up at the most annoying times. Shut up! I can't even see you. I have no idea where you are. Stop it.
Where are you?
I'm sorry. I'm hovering above the totem poles.
Ah. Okay. Where do you want these put then?
Just slap them down. I'll pick them up as you put them. Thank you. Oh bloody hell, mate! How many did you bring?
I just brought I just brought like a couple of stacks of each. You did say you needed them, so I was like, well, I might as well bring you more than just one or
Fair
two.
enough. How full is my inventory? I've still got a few slots. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay.
Pups delivery service.
Hmm. Can I build?
Control units. That's the top floor.
Oh, for
What you
fuck's sake.
building?
I'm shy of aluminium sheets to make a drone
I
pod.
might have some. I might have enough to top up. Where are you? Still there.
Need.
Hello.
I need 33 aluminium sheet.
There you are.
Oh, thank you. Let's build the drone pod.
Harvest.
Doesn't really matter which way it faces, does it? Do you want it facing towards the... like that way?
I don't know. Does it make a difference?
Don't like you're putting stuff in to get sitting around.
Sure. That'll probably be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are
Right.
so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Oh, I don't have, what am I shy of? AI limit. You got any AI limiters on you?
Yep.
Just need 2 of them to make a drone.
Harvest.
Thank you. Right. There we go. We have drone.
How's he getting batteries?
I hope you have batteries with you.
I should have a couple with me somewhere.
Yeah, but how does he get them going forwards?
He'll go to the other one and get it, won't he?
He will get batteries from the main base. So only the first trip he needs batteries from wherever you're putting it, wherever you're starting it.
Cool.
How do I search my bag? How do I search my bag? My brain has forgotten how this game works.
Main base battery.
Where do I get batteries? Where are I'm sure I have
Oh,
batteries.
hang on. Not main base battery, I think.
Oh, hang on.
Let me quickly check.
I just want to find batteries. I'm sure I have one of them. One of
main
these.
base delivery port.
Yeah, that's the one. Battery is the battery, like, that's the...
I really want to just fix my bag, but I can't work out if I have batteries or
Yes, I
not.
have that. Alright.
Press sort. I've got some batteries. Get out.
Sort doesn't do anything.
There, I've put 200 batteries in.
Yeah, main base delivery port, yeah, that's the one.
I don't actually know how to configure a drone properly. I've never done it before.
You literally just make sure it has some batteries in the system there, and then you just tell it to go where it needs to go.
On which tab?
This port.
Relay
Yep.
message. Hello, this is Paternal.
And then
Assembly
just-
director, distance 12 meters, status exclamation mark.
Doctors say that the only remedy is alien
So you
then-
literally
contacts.
Select destination as DS main base delivery port.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one. And it
It's,
should...
how's it going? Where does it say destination ammo dump as well? Relevant ports. DS main base delivery port. Distance 4 kilometers. Status arrow. Destination ammo dump.
What?
I don't know. That's something that's just showed up.
That's a relevant port. That's a different port.
Okay.
I'll tell you where I end up. Oh, that one shot me into the air instead of letting me ride it. Oh,
I don't necessarily. Oh, it didn't actually pick up any of this crap.
no, it didn't.
Have you put it on loading?
Where do I check that?
Have you put the connection with the conveyor belt into the correct slot?
Not yet, because we haven't connected anything to it. We just put
We
some.
haven't connected
we just put some
the-
stuff in the outgoing for now.
Yeah,
Harvest.
we just did it manually.
Yeah, you put it in outgoing, so that should be good, I guess.
Why did it not pick it up?
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Interesting.
Oh. There's a drone here now.
Comply. Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact. Comply.
Why does this have so many exclamation mark things, Zeph?
Not sure. Let me quickly
This
check.
only allows you to harvest this specimen.
Not completely sure.
Harvest.
And let's see, ammo. All it's all planets and some redirects to goes to. I mean,
Breaking
what is this one delivering?
widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
I'm not completely sure. I think the drone that's here is the one that just came back from your place, so it is going to the correct port.
I was wondering what the noise was.
He put a boombox next to you.
He
I'm gonna
did.
put it in the office. Hang on.
Oh look, we got 8 of those first one out of 4,000 done.
Nice.
Do you want me to just conveyor belt the supercomputers into the drone thing, Tom?
Sure, we'll make them at the other end into the assembly systems.
Okay.
Make sure to plug it into the right one this time. Right, I also need to work out how to do the adaptive control system, and I probably need to redo that oil setup.
But this one is making nothing yet.
I think that's the right one.
Basic conversion cubes. And what was the other thing again?
Harvest.
Pasta. So that one makes Okay, so that all makes a like a half per minute. Means I need a half pressure cubes per minute as well. Meaning I can just leave it on this setting. Perfect. Push there's something else that's about using radio control units. Because there was something on
The
the other side.
turbo motors was using them, I think. But we haven't.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a manual one, so.
Oh yeah. Right, you're right. I guess I need to put a split on them. And then eventually have to move this thing over here. It is too close. You can put splitters on the top of a vertical elevator, right?
Not easily.
Splitter. Well, I guess easily enough, apparently.
Has it connected though?
Oh yeah, it has. It's going through the splitter into the other one, so let's see. I need to put... What kind of materials does it on the thing need? Fuse modular frames, which is this one. So let's put a split on that one. Oh, that's where I damaged.
I'm now remembering why we decided that crystal computers were so much better than the regular circuit boards, because they didn't need plastic. I'm now like rediscovering this.
But I thought Tom from then told me that plastic wasn't a problem.
In many respects. I mean, no. Yes. I was hoping it wouldn't be, but it turns out it is a pain in the ass.
Right.
Speaking of, I need to see if I can fit a particle accelerator somewhere. Think-
That's gonna be a pain.
yeah, okay, that's the entrance. Oh, I'm missing everything, okay. Let me first grab the items I actually need. Device radio control units. Electric matter control robots. And supercomputers. Um, Knowledge of friends. Cooling. Systems. Demo orders.
The sound of focus.
The sound of concentration, yes. Are we still making adaptive control systems somewhere?
I don't think so. Not by automation anyway.
Let's see, the other one's got powder. How am I going to do this?
It's very loud, Tom.
So,
That's the wrong one.
Go. I need to. Okay.
I need concrete and steel anyway. Shit. Where's the nearest steel? Concrete there. Iron there. Copper there. Coal there.
Alright. I need this. Oh. I don't have as many of them as I'd like. Do we have circuit boards being made anywhere?
I think not,
In a handful of different places in different quantities.
or other products as well, yeah, most likely.
I don't know if any of them actually end up at base.
What was the circuit boards?
Yeah.
Let me quickly check. Because if they're being mass produced, then we should. No, there's literally 63 only here, so it's definitely not mass produced.
Okay. How do I make circuit boards then? Plastic or silica or quick wire or rubber? I think I'm probably on the plastic and copper sheet one. Actually, no, do we still have silica being made somewhere?
Oh yeah,
Then yeah, I will probably do this one then.
silica would be easier.
Okay, copper sheet and silica. Okay, I'll just do a thing over here then. Do-do-do.
Let's see if I can time this right. Where is the... Also there, of course. Let's...
Okay. Two big boxes. Silica. Copper sheet, copper sheet. Copper sheet.
God, I really need to bite the bullet with this. You know when you're delaying something, you're delaying something, you're delaying something, because you know it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you delaying, Tom?
Bringing over the steel. I'm just looking at I'm just redoing the same numbers over and over again in the hope that magically the steel requirement is just going to vanish. But it ain't. It ain't.
Nope. Dips down there. Run it through my machine.
Right, well that's a bunch of circuit boards being made, which means there's a bunch of computers being made, which means that the radio part, whatever the fuck it's called, that we machine keeps stopping on, shouldn't stop as much.
Good stuff.
Which one is it? It's the... Yes, the radio control units shouldn't stop as much. They'll run out of aluminium casing at some point, and that'll be the sticking point as ever, but I can top that up while I can. $12,000. Looking down to 10,000. I going to look for? I was going to look for
There.
aluminium sheet. That was yeah.
11.
Aluminium casing.
Stays on low. I think I kind of did it. 12.5. Building up again. Okay. So, if I'm correct, let's see. So this one goes to. Yeah. 1 out of 1,000 for the nuclear pasta.
Yay!
Nice.
Everything's been started now.
Yep. Let's check how quickly.
Don't think I can sustain the amount of Caterium on just one node
You need to find a second node to bring in.
because it's a normal node. So what I might do, because we got the drone station here now,
Have another
maybe-
Caterium location and ship it over, but then again you need
maybe just have an entirely different area for the adaptive control units.
yeah, you could do that.
Because it needs a slightly different set of things as well. It needs steel, Caterium, and copper if possible.
Well, because it needs computers as well, have modular frames, circuit boards, and the automated wiring.
Caterium. Honestly, that might not be a terrible place. It doesn't have oil. That's the thing. It needs oil. Or silica. I think. Yeah, I need a location that either has reasonable amounts of oil, reasonable amounts of silica. And some Caterium. Steel. What else? That's all that oil field up there. Coal. Caterium. Maybe somewhere in the desert. No Caterium though. Oh no, there is Caterium. Caterium. Quartz. Oil. I should know where there is lots of oil. At the ammo factory. Maybe this isn't gonna be so difficult.
I think the only thing that's delaying, well, the only thing that might delay the radio control units is the lack of more aluminium casings, because it is chewing through them quite quickly. Because it needs 32 a time to make 2 of them.
To make what?
Aluminium casings to make radio control units.
Yeah. Might need to bump up production of the aluminium plants.
Yeah, because the
I'll check that out.
the fused modular frames also need
Yeah.
aluminium casing, and they're not getting them because they're going to the radio control units.
Well, they're going to, well, technically both, but yeah, I see what you mean.
So need more. We just need more. Just a whole lot more.
Yeah,
Can I make this without oil? These things. Computers. Crystal computers.
Yeah, crystal computers we've got being made over here now as well.
Circuit boards, circuit boards, circuit boards, circuit boards.
Again, crystal oscillators and copper sheets. Oh, sorry, silica and copper sheets, sorry. Looking at the wrong one.
Computer. USB connector. Maybe there is a way of doing this.
Okay, so aluminium, right? Let's see, what are we making here? So this is
Yes. Aluminium casings are the one thing that we're consistently being shy of. But it's like the fuse modular frames need 50 a time. So if you take that and the 30 from there, you're needing 80 a time for making one fused modular frames and 2 radio control units, which is very few for quite a lot.
Is there an alternative recipe for it?
Don't think so.
for aluminium casings.
Yeah, for so let's look for
Where is aluminium casings?
fused
Can't find
modular frame.
There they are.
No, there is no
Aluminium
more
casings.
recipe for fused modular frame.
Aluminium casings, we can make them not quite twice as fast if we add copper.
Yeah. Which I didn't have here, so unless you...
What about the radio control units themselves?
The one they manually made.
I think so.
Oh, no, if those have...
They do have an alternative.
Two alternative.
Rubber.
Oh yeah, the high-speed connectors, which is a pain in the ass, I think.
It does cut down... does it cut down significantly on our...
I mean, it does make...
Well, heat sinks need aluminium anyway, don't they?
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
not half as much. Instead of 32, you'd be looking at like 12.
Hmm.
Oh, keep in mind that heat sinks are used for other stuff as well.
Yeah.
I think for the fused modular frames, I'm not mistaken. No.
No, heat sinks are used for cooling.
Oh, that's for the cooling, yeah, that's true.
It might be good to have radio control units being made on that alternative that uses just chunks of crystal high-speed connectors and heat sinks. It's a bit more work in the sort of before stages, but it would reduce the aluminium usage.
Let me just see how many high-speed connectors we have in the store boxes. We don't have a full, but I don't think they're being made.
Of what?
High-speed connectors. 'Cause we have a couple of
They
hundred.
should be.
They are being made.
They are being
It's
made?
just not in big quantities, I
Ah,
think.
okay.
Might need to revisit that then. Crystal oscillators.
Heat sinks. I think we've got a couple.
Cable.
Yeah, a couple of heat sinks, not many though.
So this one is going into... this one. And then in...
Okay. Yeah, I've made up my mind. This is gonna make it somewhere else. And I'm not gonna use oil.
Is it making heat sinks with the element output sheets? And that's 37 element output sheets. I'm using. This is.
Also, it feels a bit wasteful to have a drone port when we're only producing 1.5 items per minute.
Yeah, but it won't go till it fills up anyway.
No,
it
I
will.
think it does.
Does it go when there's only like one item to take over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I mean, how far are you, Tom? Where are you exactly?
he's
with
down next to the nuclear plant,
It's
so yeah.
it's
yeah.
a 5-minute 30-second round trip.
So it's far enough away, so yeah, that's not the problem.
Oh, is a drone? Was a drone waiting? Does a drone just come here? It's another drone just turned up.
Hang on, what? How many drones are flying there?
Well, one just left and another one's just landed.
How is?
Unless it's the same one.
It could be the same one. Hang on, how could it be the same one if you just say that there's one left, just left?
Dunno. It's weird.
Drone assembly director. Who put the? Was it Popsky that put the drones down?
I
Over
put
there?
it down, but Tom fixed it.
Yeah, but was there already one flying or not?
Don't think
When
so.
you fixed it. Did you put multiple down?
No, I put a single one down.
Oh boy. Well, leave it for now. I mean, it should go fine now. Drone, it's going. There's a drone leaving from where you were. It says main base delivery port. Just keeping an eye out at the moment where it's going. That one's going to DS like 1.
Do we still need turbo motors for anything?
Yeah.
What do we need them for?
Look at the wall.
Look at the wall. Turbo motors were thermal propulsion rockets.
Yeah, which are being made as we speak.
Okay. Okay, then I will put some more things over there.
There's one drone flying down. That's really weird. It looks like there's 2 drones definitely. And there's one flying down to the assembly director location. Hang on, so if I...
Alright. Fuck this shit, I'm out. See you later, thingy. I'm going to the desert, I think.
What are you going to build in the desert?
Just traveling through the pipes. Like a little hamster. You guys ever had hamsters?
No, I had guinea pigs. I've had hamsters. I had the noisy ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah. My sister had one of those. Well, technically she had both of them. She had she had a guinea pig and 2 hamsters.
But what were their
separate
names?
times.
That's the
I
important
think the
question.
guinea pig was called Tommy.
Mhm.
And as with most hamsters, they were called Knabbel and Bubble, which is, I think, some Disney reference, I believe.
Seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's the ones from Knabbel and Bubble were the 2 hamsters from, well, technically, yeah, hamsters. They technically were squirrels, but those ones from the Rescue Rangers.
Ah.
Ours were called. Well, we had 2 hamsters when we were really little. Like, you know,
Mhm.
I was 6, sister was 4. And first one was called Hermione, because it's the only name we could think of that began with H. Oh, that's bad. Oh, piss.
What's happened, Tom?
I forgot I had the hover pack, not the jet pack.
Oh,
I was like, why am I not going up? Why am I not going? Oh,
did you die?
dead. I deaded.
Oh dear.
How the hell did I die anyway? Oh my god, it's miles away. Fine. And then we had another one, because hamsters don't live that long, do they?
No.
A couple of years. Only little.
10.
And then
16.
we clearly ran out of names beginning with H, and we went with hamburger. You know,
17.
somehow I don't think me and my sister were the brightest kids around.
50.
But you know,
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, you know, as long as the thing was loved.
yeah. Escaped once.
I think they all escape at some point.
Yeah.
True.
Well, it didn't help that my sister wanted to pet it without parental supervision, so she opened the cage, picked it up, was a bit too firm with it, you know, being a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it bit her and scampered off. There was a noise, and Mum says there was a noise and a sudden silence on the lounge, which is apparently something you learn to hear when you're a parent. And so she came in, and my sister was like really pale, like all the colour drained from her face. What have you done? Nothing. Why are your hands behind your back? Nothing.
Oh no.
Show us your hands. And so she showed her hand, and there was a bit of blood because you know, sharp teeth.
Yes.
But it wasn't that bad. We did find a hamster behind the washing machine, was it? Dishwasher, something like that. Some white good. And I think my sister learned a lesson there of don't get the hamster out without parents.
It can be very fast if needed.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh.
I keep contemplating the idea of getting a cat wheel, but I'm like, there's no point. He'd never use it.
If he'd just be confused by it, I
He
feel.
would be confused by it. I mean, it would probably do him good to have some exercise because he has points where he wants to run, but he can't run very much because he's in, you know, a flat.
He gets zoomies.
He can sort of run to the other room and run back again, and that's about maybe 10 meters there and back, if that. No, hang on, yeah, it's probably about 5-10 meters between here and there, back again, which is not very far for if you need to get the zoomies out. He's not as bad as previous cats we've had that have been like, I need to sprint in circles. So yeah, I don't think he'd understand a cat wheel. It's a shame. But then again, knowing our lucky people, we do the same as other folk we know that have cat wheels, where they just use it at the worst times and it's just incredibly loud.
60 copper ingots, 20 is going this way.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
20 is going this
Burn
way.
through all those already.
Third of
Mostly, oh
them.
god, it needs so many of them.
A third of this, that means it needs a third, so it's 50.
I feel like all I'm really doing this episode is just sort of wandering around, checking everything's actually working. Not really doing any kind of building of any kind. What did I come over here to get the aluminium? That's what I can order for.
Okay, I can lower this production, I guess. And raise that one a bit. We're gonna lower the solution production on the battery side slightly, and then raising the side that makes the scrap.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, well, the train station, the pipes are full, the overflows are full. The small the small storage things are full, and the train station is 2,000 out of 2,400 full. And that's the one downhill, so it can't empty quick enough. So it's, considering we're making enough batteries, I'm gonna turn that one slightly down and then bump up the scrap one.
Alright. Which thing is it that needs cooling systems?
I'm not completely sure.
And it's more just because it's the only other thing that needs heat sinks, so I'm wondering whether it's better to split the heat sinks or whether I'm better to just...
I mean, split the heat sinks.
The cooling... Well, it was going to be making radio things with heat sinks.
Oh, you want to make radio control units with heat sinks?
I think that was what we were going to try and do, so maybe we used a bit less aluminium while we were sorting the aluminium out, unless we can just get the aluminium to be...
Yeah, the problem is it's heat sinks also require aluminium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not half as much.
Yeah, okay.
About a third as much, I think. Look at me just running to my crate like a chump.
Well, heat sinks need 3 aluminium casing for 1. And radio control units.
The heat sink, I'm using the copper sheets with the aluminium ingots.
Okay. Well,
Because the other one is a rubber.
it needs 4 heat sinks to make 1 radio control unit, and currently we're using 32 aluminium casings to make 2. So I suppose it's not that far much more. Depends how easy it is to get quartz crystal and high-speed connectors versus crystal oscillators and computers.
Yeah. How is this? It is completely empty. These pipes are full. Okay. These things are full. Okay, I need to tune down on the production, which is this one. Make it 120. If I tune it down to 60 per minute, then I should be able to. Let's see. What's
A dramatic breath there, Tom.
Bloosh. I was jumping into water.
Ah.
You gotta hold your breath when you jump into water.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it works. It's like when you go into low oxygen area in Subnautica, not low oxygen, when you you're in the danger zone, when you're running out of oxygen, you've got to hold your breath.
And you've got to sing the danger zone song.
Well, it's hard to hold your breath and sing the danger zone song, but I understand what you mean.
50 bauxites.
Comply.
I want 50 bauxite more here. Yeah.
Are we making copper sheet anywhere?
Are we making copper sheet anyway? Yes, I believe so. Copper sheet will be on the first floor, ground floor.
Yeah. It just doesn't
we
seem
should,
like it's had any more put into it since.
maybe because it's used for all the stuff already, and we just made those into directly the other things we needed to. But that one is 50% up, or 25% up, so this can go. 25%. That means that there's 30 more water. Oh, 30 more water coming in, out. Oh, that's
You are so lucky that you found this most
120
valuable artifact.
water. 210. $330, and then it goes into what's it, 90, 90, 90. 45, so that's 270, 315, and it's making 3, so I need to bump this one up a bit. Six, next that's to 70, 315, and it's 330, so that's 15 more. Yeah. Okay, so there should be a bit more scrap being made now.
Okay.
Oh, game, why'd you have to lag at that specific moment?
Box is going through a hypertube.
Yep.
And I'm about to jump off a cliff. Oh.
I'm just gonna go down to
Oh.
the nuke plant and make sure everything's working fine.
It's lagging here now as well.
Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Okay, it works. Oh, look at all this scrap. Oh. 2 people in hypertubes, okay. Oh, you're already out, perfect.
Yep.
Why is the water looking so weird when you're on your screen?
I don't know. I've just tapped out for a second just to check if we've got the other game after this one tonight. Right, there we go. I don't know. It's because you can see the top effect of the water, and then you can see the floor, and there's
Oh,
not
that's
really an
why-
in between.
Oh, that's it. You were like in the middle of the water, so I couldn't see if like the texture of the water wasn't loading or something. But no, that's literally the bottom of the
The bed, yeah.
bed. Yeah, makes more sense now.
Yeah. Right. I'm in the second last hypertube down to the nuke plant, so
What's this missing here? Computers. Computers going to this one as well. Relay control units. This one is making relay control units, and this one is making supercomputers. So technically we could turn this one off as soon as Tom's thing is running completely with super. Oh no, hang on. Yeah.
If you've got anything else you just want an assembler that's already set up for, just because it's already set up for everything. So if you want to just swap it to doing something else.
Yeah, the problem is I'm setting up stuff on the other side of the base. So it's in close proximity of the sorting system, which is literally now a wall on one end being plugged into conveyor belts, and on the other side stuff is getting plugged into machines again.
Yeah, I mean that side is plugged into the factory carts delivery system. So that's basically being taken over to the other side anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's taking the stuff from over there to over here to sort. You still need to fill the stuff over there manually.
Yeah.
Trying to get...
Still making those, that's all good. Still got a good supply of these, I'll top up anyway. Everything else is being made, I believe. Seems fine.
Holy shit. So, making those pastas is about 25-50 in terms of power.
Oof.
So just over 2,500 megawatts.
Yeah. Alright, well, both these power stations have got plenty reserve power.
Okay. Well,
We potentially even have enough for doing a third
How
one
is
if you want it.
Now, how is the waste doing? That's more the question.
I was going to go
Is the
check
wa-
that now.
Because that's the most important thing.
Yeah. The waste. The waste is ticking down slowly.
Perfect.
As in we're destroying more waste than we're getting.
Yeah, but check past the waste where the plutonium pellets are being made.
Yeah, we'll just make sure that's not
Is that-
full.
If that's clogging up, then it's still. Then again, if it's ticking down on the barrels, then it should tick down further down
Well,
the line
we've
anyway.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16,
Oh, the
16 and a
encased
half
plutonium.
stacks in the encased plutonium, and it does have a small box leading into that one. And if we do eventually do the plutonium power cell thing to sync them, I think it needs like 30 of those at a time, so we'll blitz through those when we get around
So
to
you're
it.
making encased now.
We're making encased at the moment, but we're making encased at one at a time.
So
Because
you-
that's the
so
speed
you-
we can do it.
Yeah. So you're making encased.
Yep.
And you're also making. Oh, that's why. Okay, encased. You're making that.
So that's blitzing through it relatively fast.
Oh, yeah, I see what the issue was. To make the plutonium fuel, eventually we also needed the electromagnetic control rods, the heat sinks, and the steel beams again.
Oh, this is beginning to. The only problem it's having is this is beginning to back up a little bit because that's full there. So until this ticks down, it doesn't do any more. Right, okay, because this box has just got full. So what I might do is I might have to put another box on top of this one or next to this one.
I'll make the machine behind it cannot go
Yeah.
fast.
Because this is the...
Harvest.
Make sure that there are enough boxes at the end of the line.
Uh,
That will
line,
make the machine a
dude.
little bit fun.
well, this one's got enough for storing them at the moment when they get converted over, but this one is going as fast as it can. I mean, I could split them. Make a second one. It's just
second machine.
it's just an assembler, so I could split
Yeah.
the assembler and just put a second assembler down.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill
assembler,
and
wow.
need help to find a cure.
Your
Doctors say that
filters are going
these
quick.
alien artifacts.
Look at these 6 filters. Literally a filter for every 10 seconds or something. Wow.
Yeah, it's because it's very nuclear down here. It's very nuclear down here. Right, assembler. And I put that on
Bigly
top
radioactive.
of that. Yep. Right, put that one there. That's really, actually that's a really bad place for it. Never mind, it's not really there. Let's put it over here and we'll
Harvest.
turn it round. Let's put it here.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread
We'll
chaos
put a
and
merger.
World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Check what we're making there.
And put
What's
that
that?
from there to there. And we'll put some power in this. Where's the power?
This is making turbo motors out of radio control. It's like, so this one technically needs a manufacturer. If we shove that one over there, this will make turbo motors, which
So
is
this
another
needs a
project.
splitter.
No, this is making turbo. Did I hook up the turbo motors there already?
Oh, I don't have any cable on me. Oh, okay. Workbench.
No propulsion rock. I think I did.
Relaying message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Not that one.
Cable.
Harvest.
Yes, this one was making those.
Then splitter.
So if I'm making turbo motors, I could set something up over here and shove it
Splitter
into the
here.
system. Up there.
There.
It's
Then second splitter. Here. Like that. And then this
I strongly advise you
making
to harvest this specimen.
got a small question.
yeah.
Is it okay if I, well, kind of tore down half of the skate park?
Yeah. I don't care.
Sacrilege. Yeah, go on then. Just write an IOU,
From Earth.
50% of one skate park.
As long as you find something for the other
Harvest alien artifacts.
Cards?
other cart to do that's equally as amusing and entertaining, then yes.
I can put him also driving that same loop.
Yeah, sure. Right. So that's the second one of these going. So you might notice an influx in power because the the particle accelerator will be firing a bit more often from this one. It seems to have stopped for a while.
Oh yeah. So it's like
It's like eternal
but with
sneezing.
power. Yeah. But with power. Right, where's this bloody Caterian ore anyway? It's up here. Have we done any building in the desert?
I
We
don't
done some building near the desert.
think we did any building in the desert.
Just some power poles.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Yeah, my filters are comically burning through fast now. It's just
What is it? Is it a specific material, or is it just because there's so much of it?
there's
around?
lots of plutonium.
Right, that will
So
probably do.
plutonium basically devours my
Yeah.
my
Was that the
filters.
pellets or the fuel thingies?
Both. We have both near here.
Mm.
But on the plus side, we are eating through the uranium fuel.
Waste.
So yeah. The
And
uranium
on the
waste,
other
so-
hand, it's a good thing because the alternative is plutonium waste, and plutonium waste is not just highly radioactive; it is extremely radioactive.
You are so lucky
Yeah, and also you cannot do anything with it.
artifact.
Mm.
What was it we
Right.
needed to do to make
I'm
do
going to
with
have to
plutonium?
clear the calculator.
Oh no.
We're starting afresh, lads.
What do I need? I need steel beams, electromagnetic control rods, heat sinks. And then I can make fuel rods so we can sink.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
I will work on that, I'm sure, in a future week, but not at the moment.
Harvest.
Oh, I had 54 filters with me when I came here. I now have 15. That's a small indication of how many filters I'm using.
How many casings does it use to make one?
Filters? Not many. I think it's only one or two casings, if I remember right. But
Because
it
if
does,
we're running short of them constantly, that's another reason to adjust. What day is it today?
It's Friday, Tom.
I'm feeling very lost. Like, not geographically, but like, I don't know. Is there a non-geographical feeling of lostness?
Lag? Oh no, there we go.
So I'm looking at 3 computers. $15 circuit boards. 22.5. A wire. And 3 heavy water frames.
Damn it. I was trying to take a drone ride home, but they kept bugging out on me. shame you can't get accelerators for thingy tubes.
Well, with
Apart from putting the sort of initial thing.
yeah, because yeah,
Because if you could put an accelerator for when you have like a really steep incline. Because on the way back it's fine because you just, you know, you just gain speed, but the way up the hill is it's a bit longer to get there.
yeah. Hang on, what was the thing making again? General Motors, okay.
Cable.
This one will make turbo motors. Hang on, what was making the turbo motors?
Turbo Motors was the one at the end. But it needs so many radio control units, I don't know if it's worth it.
Turbo motors were used for, oh yeah, thermal propulsion, that was it. Thermal propulsion rocket, which is already been made. Question is which recipe was it using there?
I mean, if there's a better recipe for it, then just use it.
No, the recipe was fine. I just want to copy the machine over to a different location.
Alright.
And the one that was using other alternative to electric. Okay. And these need to be looping back into over there. Okay, they put them. Motors.
What happened, Tom?
Nothing. Just maths, you know?
Oh, just one. If I... Oh, just radio control units. Where's the radio control units? Over there. Electrical animal controls and rotors.
We are out of fused modular frames.
Rotors over there.
I will put some more casings in.
Electrical control rods. Check. Oh, this will be clusterfuck anyway. Oh well. Then we have the motors. It's over there. And the rotors and the electrical controls. Rotors over there. Control box.
I took them at 7:15. Yeah.
Also see if it can go in the dishwasher. It might actually need cleaned before we can use it.
That's fine.
But yeah, it didn't say on the website if it could go in the dishwasher or not, so I'm not sure.
We'll check it. We can always see if put it on a cold one or something.
Or we'll just buy a brush and we can do it manually. Yes, that is for you, smug-looking bastard. He's looking so smugly at me.
So he always does.
I know, but
Apparently the loud cat has resting smug face.
he does.
If anyone was at all surprised.
But this one is making turbo motors now. That means I can delete that one over there.
Yep.
Oh. I'm glad I'm quick on the thing on the mouse key.
Oh, bye.
I was deleting the manufacturer and I almost clicked the machine that was opposite of it because I was aiming that way and I was deleting one of the conveyor belts.
Ah.
And then I saw this thing go orange. I'm like, oh, stop. That one is done there. Did we add anything that making radio control units again?
Yes, the one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that's making it manually, but I'm.
Oh,
I meant-
automatically? I don't think so.
Okay, then in that case, then that's the next machine I'm gonna put over there then. Let's see what recipe. Done it one.
Apart from the casings, I think it's possibly the cheapest one, but there is that other one that uses high-speed connectors if you want to try hooking that one up instead.
Yeah, let me check what high-speed connectors I use. Oh, those need circuit boards.
If you want, if you're getting rid of the supercomputer box anyway, the box over here that makes supercomputers is half full of high-speed connectors anyway.
Yeah, true, but
So if you wanted a box full of them for making that, it's probably more useful to... Now Tom's got his supercomputer box thing being made, then it might be easier to just swap that to
high-speed connectors.
yeah, swap that to the video control high-speed connector one. Actually, what is in the video control high-speed connector one? Let me just remind myself.
Could do that.
Video control high-speed connectors is
Because we need a lot of.
quartz and heat sinks. So heat sinks is the only problem.
No, but it's 4 heat sinks. How many heat sinks are you using back there?
The heat sinks are just going into the coolant.
Yeah, but how much per
Let
minute
me
is
just
that?
check. Heat sinks is, I think it's 2 heat sinks per coolant. Yeah, 2 heat sinks per cooling. How many coolings do we need?
You're making 18 per minute at the moment.
Yeah. How many cooling systems do we need?
Not sure what. Oh, that's actually a good question. Cooling. What is used for cooling? Let's see. I think it's the cooling. 4,000, and those are used for the turbo motors.
Ah.
Which we need 1,000 of. Of turbo motors, but 4,000 of the cooling system.
God, I hate maths.
But you have the best calculator, Tom.
I know.
And
I
also-
still hate maths.
The cooling system also is needed for the thermal propulsion rockets. It's using double.
Why did it have to be maths?
So let that one just check on whatever speed it is. I'm checking up because what's happening it with it. And I had one that was mentioning how much I was making the... Or was it the digital one? Might have been a digital one. Let's see.
Hello, kitten. I think he's just eating and he's trying to get comfy again. Yep, he's just eating because he stinks of fish.
Smelly. Smelly boy.
That's sheets. Heat sinks. I'm 7.5 per minute.
We're making or we're using?
We're making 7.5 per minute. Because it requires quite a good chunk of copper sheets and alkali sheets. So technically you could tune the machine down a bit, but in other words you don't want a recipe with heat sinks in it technically. Because we're not making it enough at the moment to actually withstand what you're trying to make there anyway.
It's mostly just to keep the other machines ticking over.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. So, considering cooling system is needed twice in the recipe.
Just see what the rubber box is doing here.
Maybe
Top
we're
that one
back.
up as well. Are you just walking about purring now?
No.
He just walks around purring at me. He doesn't do anything, he just kind of stomps on me every so often and purrs.
Stimp, stomp, stimp, stomp.
Oh. Where's the rubber gone? Which boxes are up going to? This one. Okay. We need to take some of that for.
That was a boring sight outside.
What's that?
A girl, either very drunk, but more likely very drugged.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly being led somewhere with two guys that I wasn't sure she actually knew.
It's not good. How many more of them is left? A little bit more. Doesn't look that big. I thought it was real. It was bigger than that.
I thought it was going to be a bit bigger as well.
Got a new cat fountain for Mr. Cat. Because the old one has been giving us quite a lot of problems. But then again, the old one is when I got off my folks and it's been around for God knows how long.
160, 225.
Hmm?
This way you can open the pump from.
Oh, good.
5 and 6.
It's gonna be a lot easier to keep. Those are a lot bigger than they looked.
Yeah, that's a pretty big fella.
They, on the side, they look like this big.
Yeah.
Well,
16 plus 7.
I'm back.
Welcome back to
16 plus
Okay.
23.
Right.
Yeah, the radio control units are a pain.
Yeah, the radio
It's always
control
using
units are a
all
pain.
case.
I think if it wasn't for how many aluminium casings the fused modular frames took, I think it would probably be a lot easier.
And Fuse
Yeah.
doesn't have an alternate, does it?
No, it needs 50 casings a time.
Already using the rubber.
I'm already losing the will to live.
I guess we're using the standard.
I spent
yeah.
like what, an hour just looking at numbers and trying to work out the best way of doing this. Ah! I hate maths. God, I hate it. And yet, I always come crawling back in the end.
Maths never leaves you. It's reliable, like a beard.
Okay, so
Some days you just look at yourself and realise you've become maths' little bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Which... It's not... 11.25. Cool. Oh god. You know it's bad when like the third layer down and you're still dealing with stators and high-speed connectors. It's like no, the third layer down should be like rods and wire. Yeah.
oh, that way, yeah.
Does it say clean it yourself, or does it say put it somewhere?
3 heavy modular
Do you want me to send you
frames.
the Amazon link for it and you can check see what it says on there?
I looked on the Amazon before I bought it.
First oscillator, so that should be somewhere. Is it? That's the one over there.
8 modular frames. $36 steel
Probably
pumps.
just like on cold anyway.
Hmm?
On cold setting should be fine.
Yeah.
22 concrete.
If we do a fast wash on cold, it should be fine.
Right. Well, what is first on the list? I need caterium, which is there. I need coal here. It's concrete here, here, and here. copper and iron there and there and there. And quartz up there.
The casing is over
Yes, it is
Meow.
here.
there.
I need to sniff
He's
everything.
reached a stage of his life. I think I said this to you before, where he needs to sniff everything he doesn't recognise.
Is he going blind?
I don't think he's going blind, but it's like he'll see Meow pick something out of a box, and he'll be like, I don't know what that is, I must know, and he'll run towards it.
See,
And if he-
normally
if he
that
doesn't-
stage happens during kittenhood on account of
Yes.
being a curious little thing.
That's an adorable little brush.
Not when you hit middle age.
I think he's old age, to be honest.
Is the I mean, I'm almost like consider saying, is the cat maybe like
Losing his
having
mind.
Alzheimer's or something?
Yeah, I don't
Because
know. He's just reached that stage where he must investigate everything. And I'm not really sure why he must investigate everything, but he must.
He has struck a deal with an evil witch. In return for the souls of 2 humans, he rediscovers the joys of kittenhood. Just don't ask who the 2 souls. That's unrelated.
That's totally unrelated. I shouldn't be worried about that at all.
Oh, hang on. Is that actually connected or not? No, I didn't.
If it needs smaller hands than you have, then there's no fucking way I'm ever gonna fit my paws in there.
I'm gonna need a fucking pair of tweezers to do this. Kitten, you're not helping right now.
I know, that's the plan. Ha 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 ha.
Because there's a pair of tweezers right here, kid.
Is that?
Forget.
Oh yeah, there's a pair in there.
Literally only so to grab it, so.
Alright.
It needs 16. Why is this one overclocked so far?
They can clean inside the book. Just like my old one, which I fucking love this. It's the one thing I hated about the one we have right now. She can't get into the pub to clean it. Yes, kitten.
Where's a nice sort of thematic place to put this new little factory? Where's a good aesthetically pleasing location?
I mean, is it going in the desert?
Yeah. Somewhere around where I am. Maybe a bit further northeast. I want it to be a bit closer to the crystal quartz.
What?
Was the computer done or not yet?
Yeah, they're done.
Is it also being flown over or?
Yeah.
Maybe I should just
I mean, very slowly.
That's what.
Shouldn't matter if it's being made and flown over. That's
It's like 1.5 per minute. So it feels kind of like a waste to use a drone for that, you know?
Think of it, but it's not got a cable up forward.
this one is at 3.7, but then again, it meets so many materials over here that's not really realistically anyway.
Mm.
In this case, I'm gonna, well, most likely gonna.
Also, the filter needs to be soaked in water before using it, rather than just rinse.
Yeah, that's fine. How long did it be soaked for?
Doesn't say, just soak to clean.
Soak my balls. Sorry.
How would?
Hmm. Location, location, location.
This one is making computers. So we don't need either technically as well.
The computer, what? Is computer one behind the radio control one? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just needed to fill it because we had no computers at all in the supply.
Consider keeping the computer on but moving it a bit. It's only a assembler though.
Assuming the charge cable is 5 volts, 1 amp,
Should be.
because that's what it
Should be. Standard for a plug.
Okay, I've reached a decision. Because the desert is pretty, you know, well known for being flat and deserted, hence the name.
Or put it in there, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm not against the idea of using trucks to carry stuff a bit further than normal.
Big trucks.
I mean, if you have the
Just the little
fuel
trucks,
for them, if you have the fuel for them.
Oh, do you mean
Yeah.
the little factory cars?
No. The midway, the midway between them. You know, the sugar cubes.
Oh right,
I
yeah.
think that's what they're meant to be called. I do need to find the closest power line, which might be a bit tricky.
Crystal oscillators.
I'm literally just running around and killing things to get more tickets to maybe buy the bigger statue.
What's the crystal oscillators? And how do I...
I'm assuming the website says hand wash.
That's fine. You could just wash it with the stuff, it's fine.
Adaptive control units. Circuit boards. Silica.
Silica.
Refinery. Steamed copper sheets.
Reports.
3 PCs. And oscillators. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna need more room.
You have more rum?
More rum?
Who are you calling a moron?
I think my enemy reader is on the blink. It's telling me there's an enemy inside a cliff.
Maybe there is. Is there a cave nearby?
It's like right next to the top of a cliff.
Oh,
So
maybe not.
I don't think it's working correctly. Maybe it
Hang
is.
on,
I
what is
don't
it?
know.
What's near the top of the cliff? What?
My enemy detector thing.
Oh, right.
I don't think it's working properly. It was mostly just to try and find some more friends while I was running around, so I could
Friend bits.
friend bits. Yes, collect some friend bits.
Where on earth is Carmen San Diego? No. Where on earth is the nearest power line? Are there any? There's got to be a power line somewhere near here because I know there's
there's a power line near the drone station and stuff like that. So
No, I'm
Yes.
a lot further north than that, mate. No.
north, and you're
Oh,
probably
yeah,
near the nuclear power station. So yeah, there'll be those there.
You're literally between 3 radar towers. So
I know. I'm trying to find the power lines for him.
aren't you in the desert?
Yeah. I've got low render distance, all right. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
trust.
there will be. There's power lines. There's power lines
I
going
found them.
across the desert.
I found them.
Good. I was going to say there's
I
power
don't know
lines
where they
definitely.
come. I don't know where they go to or where they come from, but they're
They
here.
come from me fucking around trying to find best places to put radar towers now.
Also, I found a spooky cave.
Ooh.
That's the best
Oh my
type.
god, it's very spooky. What is this?
Is it full of big
It's like
poisonous spider creature, friend?
It's like a shrine.
My game's just frozen.
Is it? Okay, that's pretty funky.
My game is still frozen.
Is it the time for your daily crash?
It might be. It might be.
I see where you are, so
While it's still crashed, I'm just going to put the picture of AJ on stream. There it is. So while you know the AJ is on stream, we're still having crashed.
There he goes.
yeah, I saw where he was. So let's see where he pops back in.
And
Could be the same location, but you weren't in a hypertube.
okay, the stream's still there we go. There we go. I am back somehow in the game. So let's rejoin.
Hopefully, there's no creature nearby that killed you in the meantime.
Let's distract everyone with AJ. While we wait for.
Yeah, same location. Are you still alive?
Yes. I still have my stuff and I'm still alive, so it's all good.
We are good to go.
thought I was hearing the sound of some sort of friendo wandering around, but that doesn't seem to be the case. What?
It's reading reviews.
Oh, but,
Yeah, someone's cat likes to dismantle it
oh,
and
how?
change their house and watercolor. I don't know, because it's actually quite sturdy. Like, I can't get the lid off that easily, and the flower is also quite in place if you do it right. So, yeah, they need to go.
Can you ride on the Stingray, friend?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
I don't know if I'm going to get to him before my
I mean,
jetpack expires, but I'm going to try.
no, you cannot get there. You also have 9 fuel left, so
Okay. Well, thanks for pointing that out, Zeph. As I attempt to fly up to the moon to ride on Stingray Friend and realise I have no fuel left at all. Oh well. The radio tower's just there, so I should be able to go. I should be able to get a whatchamacallit hyper chip back to a more civilized place.
A lot of people say it broke after 2 months, but at least pumps are not that expensive.
That's good. Sometimes it's better just to go with one that might break down more often, but you can replace easier.
Pump is like 8 or 9 quid on Amazon. And also it just seems like some people have bad luck. Others it lasts for months or years, and some people are like it broke after 3 days. In which case you just contact the seller because they will help you for a year.
Yeah.
Also, there was a bit of black sponge, like sitting by the filter. People just left that in, by the pump.
I think because people are never sure whether it's some sort of filter or not.
Yeah, but it's gonna block the water flow, and that's how you break the pump. Because it's by the
I
water
think
intake.
There was a time that a lot of the pumps and stuff for fish tanks and stuff that had some in it that next time.
Yeah, but it's not good for it.
No, but there was a time that
Yeah,
things had things like that next to it.
I know, but you could tell that it blocks the water intake of the pump, and that's not gonna be great for anyone.
Mm. No, 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 no. It feels strange to have had this long of a session without being attacked by a random spider friend.
Why do you have to go and say that?
Because it does!
Yeah.
Even when I go looking for one, I haven't been randomly attacked by one yet.
Well, good.
And now he
don't know,
finds the
dude.
one with the jetpack.
Oh, I wonder if the spiders can get the jetpack.
No.
I thought it was just the piggies.
I think it's just
Oh,
the
that
biggies.
one, yeah.
Just asking drive my shit this. Can I go in the dishwasher? I didn't grow up with one, so I'm a lot less secure, but
I didn't really grow up with one, but yeah, I had one since I was about mid-teens because Pam got one when our back started playing up.
we had one when I was like 3.
Hmm.
And after that we never had one again.
Hmm.
Because we moved out of that house and, well, my parents got poor. I had one in one of the foster homes, but I didn't really use it because I used like one plate and one set of cutlery every 2-3 days.
Yeah, we didn't have one when we first moved in.
So if I use that little stuff, I'm not going to put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
It's much faster and easier to just clean.
Seem to only find hatchers at the moment when looking around. Not seen any spiders, not seen any piggies. Oh. And there, my game's crashed again.
Uh oh. Are you having any problems, Zeph?
No.
Okay, just checking.
And the weird part, I'm literally standing near like the most stuff that's being produced over here now.
Hmm.
But the train's still going.
It should be.
I haven't seen a single train today either.
Yeah, this should be going. There's one just went up the hill,
Hmm. Okay.
and the other one is... Where's the other one? The other one is near the basic factory.
Hmm. Okay.
You might have just missed them constantly.
Do we only have 2 trains now?
We only had 2 trains.
But we had a couple.
Those were just manual trains that you were using to get somewhere.
A couple is
Plastic and high-speed connectors. High-speed connectors are plastic. Oh, hang on. Let me guess, high-speed connectors over. Yep. That will be fun.
What's that? What are you doing with the high-speed connectors?
I'm trying to get them to where I need to go, which is on the other side of all this machinery. I need to...
So you're just changing this machine to be making something else then?
No. I need to have a conveyor belt looping through, like, past all the machinery. It needs to go over, where was I? There. Boots. And now just plastic. Guess I can follow the same direction. Kind of.
Ah.
I'm in the desert. I can hear rain and occasional thunder, but there is no rain around. What? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Sheets and silicone.
There's the train.
Fuck's sake. Amount of concrete, amount of iron rods.
Oh, are you putting all the casings into radio control units at the moment, Zeph?
What?
Are you putting all the aluminium casings into radio control units at the moment?
Not yet. Well, at the moment, yes, but I'll put a split tolerance for the other stuff as well.
Okay. No, I just wanted. I was going to put some into the modular frame box, but there's none
Then,
there.
then you might have to drag some stuff out of where it's going at the moment, so follow this conveyor
No,
belt.
it's not got many left. It's fine. It could make like one. It could make like one modular frame. It's not really worth taking thing off for that. What was I going to do? I was going to. Oh yeah.
This one is making. Casing and the casing have modular frames and nice gas.
Alright, choo-choo time.
Rubber heat sinks. Yeah, that's the issue. These two we're not really able to move somewhere.
Yeah, they're both kind of stuck there because they need the nitrogen.
Is both nitrogen gas that you need, or?
Yep.
I did need quite a lot, so I'm not bothered with like packaging, unpackaging.
Yeah.
That's something. So everything else except for these two are being. But I think that's crossing is 11 already here. I'm going to drop out for the day.
No problems there.
Oh,
Next week I might check up on the aluminium thing and see if I can bump up the production of it.
Yeah.
put those numbers up.
It
Because
does
it
seem to be the
requires
one
me-
thing that's mostly handicapping us at the moment.
Yeah, because it's hang on.
We might need to set up an entirely separate aluminium processing facility.
Yeah.
a second one.
Yeah.
Just to keep up with demand.
Yeah, at the
I
moment.
know we planned at some point we planned to have one in the Far East, like kind of north, a bit northeast of the nuclear plant.
Yeah, in the water over there, you mean?
Yeah, there was we put down a marker for aluminium processing, but we never actually did it because we didn't need
Oh,
it.
there, yeah. You can
Thank you,
impure down the
Right Man
powers
Getting.
of
Yes, it
pure alum-
probably did look good there.
I mean, you got two pure nodes, a
Oh.
normal pure and an impure one.
All the maths of where things are. This moved a lot of stuff today.
I hope no one has like issues with if stuff looks jank because
Because
Did you give up at one point?
It's
Well,
just
I mean,
conveyors everywhere.
yeah, I mean, it feels a bit like Popsky's power plant at the moment. Conveyors everywhere.
I mean, to be fair, if you've ever been to the ammo dump, you'll notice on one side, is the one that I've done first, and you can tell because it's all neat and on foundations, and it all lines up, and it's all carefully stacked. Then on the other side is the side I've done second, and you can tell because there are conveyors going through the middle of machines.
Oh, I didn't do that bit. I made sure that they weren't going through the machines, but other than that, yeah.
Oh, so someone else I randomly was following on Twitch started playing this game, and there were 3 sessions in, and I looked at their stream, and literally they've got like wall segregations and everything's really neat and tidy, and I'm just like, oh sweet child, oh sweet child.
There are.
It's not gonna stay, is it?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Some people are good at keeping it like that. Whereas, other people's factories become spaghetti.
Yes. It's very easy to have the game become spaghetti.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
No regretty spaghetti.
Right.
Never regretty spaghetti. Oh my fucking god.
What?
Oh, you came over. Okay, Thomas at the main base.
Yeah, it's done a few changes today.
Oh, that's Popsky.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Everything is plugged into the front of the. I mean, that's the easiest to do because it's literally a sorting system. So you plug it into there, and then if you need some material twice, you just put a splitter on the output.
Did you make a new computer making plant?
Not a making plant, but I have. Hang on, where was it?
Because
we
had no computers at all, which is why I made a computer plant. But I noticed by looking over there that's not there anymore.
No, that's true. I have one over here, I think. Hang on,
over here somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, this small one.
Hang on, I can't even see where you've
I don't
gone.
like that I have to jump over conveyor belts now to get stuff
right
that I
side.
want.
Near the
Oh, I see you over there.
escape ramp.
Right, okay, over there.
So this one I'm standing on.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine.
Just making 2.8s at the moment.
Do we not have rods somewhere? I'm sure we do. Ah, it's iron,
Now it's making 5.6.
I for iron.
Yes.
not R for rods. I'm also going to
Yeah,
use
the only
this.
Yeah,
machines that are not connected here is the one that making the fused modular frames. That's over there because it needs the gas,
Yeah.
and the one that needs the heat sink.
We're on the
Yes,
final
yes.
objective of this game, which we've been on for about easily 5 weeks now. And we've only started getting proper
We're going to be
progress
for
today.
at least another 6.
I mean,
Probably.
Actually, looking at the numbers, just looking
The
at the numbers,
the
it's
magnetic-
gonna be what, like another 10, 15?
to be fair, the magnetic one wasn't that high at all when we started today.
Yeah, the magnetic one I think was around 1,000, so we've got about 500 of them in today.
And I guess also we did start immediately making like the things we set up the infrastructure for the rest of it rather than
I mean,
jumping straight
the
in.
only reason the nuclear capacitor one isn't higher is because one nuclear capacitor needs one fused modular frame. So when we put aluminium into the fused modular frame machine, we get nuclear capacitor. When we forget to do that, we get none.
No.
So
And also, the nuclear pasta actually needs pressure conversion cubes, which requires the radio control units, which is at the moment
yeah,
one
It-
little
it's-
lacking slightly.
it's 2 things that need aluminium
thought-
going into it.
I thought we had boxes specifically for project parts.
We were hand feeding things at some point. Then we got fully automated, and then it's kind of gone back to hand feeding things again.
No, at the moment we're not hand feeding. Only the last two little machines in the back.
Yeah, only
Although
the
some
only the
technically we
two
made.
machines over there are probably being hand fed. Everything else is working off this storage system.
This one is making 5 radio control units per minute at the moment.
Yeah, and this is taking everything from train stations and drone stations and other stuff from
I
halfway
thought there
across
was
the world.
boxes specifically for project parts next to the drones.
The only thing that was being used there was because I needed some output boxes for the copper powder, and I'm shoving that now straight into the. I connected that one to the conveyor, but it's looping past it with the quick wire, so it's going into the sorting system now.
You're right,
So I
that
have
up.
the,
Is there a
machine.
box for copper powder?
Yes.
Okay. I was just going to say, if there's not a box of copper powder, that's worrying because it might put it in the ticket machine.
I mean, eventually it might put it in the ticket machine, but then we
Oh, there it
cannot
is.
we cannot. Well, we can produce more, but we cannot use more in the production of it.
Yeah, well, the copper powder machine.
These, I mean, the two boxes are still left over here near the
Oh,
drone
for
station.
copper powder.
200
completely full.
copper powder a time, Jesus.
Yeah, but these two boxes are completely full. So this is like, if we eventually maybe like run out or something, I'm expecting that because I think the machine is self-sustaining at the moment. I think we're producing just as much as we're using up at the moment. So these two boxes are. I think even the box on the other end over there, we can technically like
Jesus.
just delete.
Take that.
Assembly director system. I like how assembly director system is like just two things on this board, and you're like, oh, magnetic field generator, that's 3 things. Thermal propulsion rocket is a whole chain of things. Nuclear capacitor is huge. Assembly director systems, it's just 2 things. And I've just been like beating my head against a brick wall, just trying to work out how to make those 2 things.
Yeah.
Puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. Then again, you're making 1.5 supercomputers over there. I think I'm making 1 point something over here as well.
Why has the what is the one that needs 4,000 at the end, the red one?
The assembly director system.
Yeah, and why is it kind of stopped?
I don't know. I don't even know how it started. To
I
be
don't
honest.
think we have any adaptive controls
The
units
one with
left.
the one with 5042, you mean?
No, the one with 42 out of 4,000.
Yeah. That's the assembly director
Yeah,
system.
I think we're out of adaptive control units.
Yeah, but how did we make them? How do we make those 42?
I think they
in the
were
first
already
place?
in
There
a
was
box here.
some, yeah.
Oh. Oh, so we're just using up some spares.
We
weren't
haven't got we haven't got anything making these, have we, Zeph?
Not that I know of.
So yeah, Tom, you want to put that on the list at the side so we remember it for next time?
I'm working on it. I said I've been working the whole bloody session on. Fuck! Shut up! Shut up!
Technically, I can put just. I'll just put it on the side. I'll put a Blanc manufacturer down somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere I can find space because it's most of the stuff that's using is stuff that we have in demand here anyway. Automated wiring, we have a box here for it, I think.
Oh, the heavy modular
Somewhere.
frames is finally beginning to run out next to the fused modular frame box.
Okay, heavy modular frames is being used for the adaptive control unit, circuit boards and computers. So technically, we should be...
If it only needs like one at a time, I think it is, so I'll just take a stack over, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think automated wiring is one of these boxes as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a box here. Well, it's a third full, so... I think the only thing we might have to do is reconnect the box
Heavy
on the other
modular
side.
frames, Jesus, the heavy modular frame box is full, so I'll just take like a strip of them.
I'm welcome to it.
Alright, take care, Zeph.
See ya.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Catch you Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Splush.
Just so you know, Tom, I have said to folk that we were doing Sons of the Forest in about 45 minutes, so it's up to you whenever we wind it down.
45 minutes from now.
Yeah.
I'll wind it down whenever you want, man.
Alright. Well,
You're
gonna...
you're the streamer.
So I'm gonna... I can be quickly BRB for like 2-3 minutes, so I need to put food in for Meow. But apart from that, I'm happy just making sure and letting things just tick over for a little bit.
Okay.
Because that's the only way we're gonna get anywhere.
Yeah. Guess I've got to entertain chat then.
Yes. Well, actually, well, you know what? I'll let you entertain chat while I quickly go and put stuff in the oven now. 'Cause that means it's...
Cower chat before me.
Right.
Oh, you're still here?
Yep. I'll be back in a moment. And yep, as I said, I'll be like 2-3 minutes, and I'm just gonna go put food in the oven, and I'll be back to give her a
Aye,
So yeah, back in a minute.
So, chat, we meet again. You fools! You think you could defeat me? Etc. etc. So I kind of, not gonna lie, chat. I feel like it hasn't been a very fulfilling session for me because I feel like I've spent a lot of time looking at this calculator and paper that I've been scribbling on. Not paper, the pad. Very fancy calculator, courtesy of Pup. And I feel like I ain't really actually done shit. I've put down some foundations and then taken them back up again. I've fiddled with some outputs and then changed them back to how they were. I haven't really gotten anything done today. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit, I seem like I'm a bit off form, you know, not my normal self. And you can tell I'm not my normal self because instead of cackling at you, puny mortals, I'm having a sensible discussion with you. I must be unwell. Dear me. Whatever next. Are you kidding me? I must be off my game. I went back for 2 things. Iron rods and concrete. Guess what I forgot to bring back? That's right, it was concrete. One of the most useful items in the game. Required for damn near everything. And I didn't bring it. Time to go home. Again. The nice thing about having a potato computer is that I don't dare have the stream open in another tab, especially when I'm hosting the game. Like, even normally I don't, but especially when I'm hosting. So that means I don't know if I'm talking to anyone at all. It might just be me talking to the void, or there might be hundreds of you. I'm going to say 12 people. I hope it's no one I know. I'd be all embarrassed. I'm sure nobody I know would lower themselves to the point of being a filthy chatter. But you never know. They might be under duress, you know? If you're there and I know you, And you are under duress, don't worry. I understand. Choo choo. Oops. Didn't mean to get the console up. Bit naughty. I do like this game. It's got a few flaws. And of course, like many games, you know, doesn't just keep going and going and going, which, you know, kind of makes sense on account of limitations of the hardware and stuff, you know. Because like I look at, I don't know, the desert, and I'm like, that's a really goddamn small desert if I can walk across it in about, you know, 5 minutes. Like, that's not a desert. Deserts, you know, geographical features in general tend to be a bit bigger than that. They don't tend to be quite so diverse in such a small area, you know? Or like there's got to be a good reason for it. But on the other hand, I acknowledge that a video game is probably not going to be particularly interesting experience if it's, you know, literally 5 days worth of desert, you know? At the same time, you know, realism, you know, especially in a game like this, it's where all that stuff is more flavor than it is, you know, actual necessity for the game. Like, who needs, I don't know, it's just a way of making it like look cool rather than, you know, be super serious. It's got to be dead perfect, etc, etc. No, don't need any of that. It's just some pretty flowers and trees and whatnot. Anyway, bloody hell, May, almost May. May? Yeah, the 5th one. Damn. Oh no, he's back. I gotta stop slagging you off. Alright. I'm gonna build a railway, I think, to this new place because I'm getting kind of tired of having to run back and forth all the time. Where am I getting power from? Ooh, I have no power here. But I do. I can see it. I got a little bar in the corner. It says power. Oh fuck. That's close. Uh-oh. Ah, you wee bastard. Is that cultural appropriation? Probably. Uh-oh. Cat's onto me. Shh! No! Don't tell him! Don't tell him! I didn't do it. Any chatters know?
Alright,
Cool.
back. But yeah. How you been
Oh,
doing,
you know,
Tom?
just you know, slagging off chat, the usual.
One day chat will impress you enough to like them, Tom.
Maybe. Maybe.
Let's have a look what I've missed in chat then.
No, don't look.
How many hours are you in this right now?
Um,
In this playthrough, roughly?
well, we're on like 24 sessions, and each session's been about 3 hours, so...
167 hours in this particular game.
Christ. Then again, I suppose you've had it up for fixing stuff and things, so...
Yeah,
But
not by a huge amount, but yeah.
yeah, it's been a good few hours. Ah dear. Let's see.
You have 123 hours in it.
In total,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's because me and you did play for a while, remember?
I've played for 10 hours, so it's still over 100 hours.
Okay, it's still over 100 hours. I mean, it's nothing compared to Bar Trauma, but very few things are. Yeah, I think this is one of those games that I think it expects you to just automate then leave alone for a while, rather than
Yeah.
being fully there, I guess.
I think, well, either that or it expects you to go big and rather than, you know, the piddly little 1 per minute, 2 per minute thing that we've got set up, expects you to go like, okay, I'm gonna make 4,000 a minute.
Hmm.
One or the other.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely been fun to play through, and
Oh yeah.
we are near the end of this objective. I say near the end. We're at this objective, which will probably take us a couple of weeks to finish. But I think that's the last one, isn't it? At least for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't anything after this.
I mean, there's been. Oh, hang on. Cat caught on my headphones. You're being offered some things in chat, meow. I'm trying to think what other ones we've played. I mean, we did the whole of Barotrauma before it came out. We've done what, Scrap Mechanic and Raft and was there another one we did? Another bigger one?
I don't know. You guys did the forest.
We did the Forest, yeah. We're doing Astroneers, another one.
Oh yeah.
Factorio. Did you ever try Factorio, Tom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was I got when I first bought it. I can't remember how old I was. A long time ago.
Hmm.
And at the time, I think it was in sixth form at the time actually. And I bought it when I was sick on a whim. I had some. I don't know if it was like a cold or something nastier. Either way, I was at home for like 2-3 days, feeling awful. And by the end of those 3 days, I'd spent like 50% of the time of the hours in those 3 days had been spent playing that game.
Mm.
I was immediately hooked.
Yeah.
It really got me.
Yeah. I think I own Dyson Sphere as well. Have you tried Dyson Sphere program?
Yeah, it's got. I think it shows a lot of promise. There's, I don't know. There's some things that I'd probably change because, you know, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it shows a lot of promise. I'd like, you know, the things that I would change would be, I don't know. It would be things like, you know, I always thought the sort of geoengineering side of it could be explored a bit more. You know, because at the moment it's very much take resources, build things, and it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like you're moving from planet to planet to planet. Those planets would have different atmospheres, which, you know, is which it models kind of like Astroneer in that it models atmosphere and vegetation and stuff, but only to the point of their resources. The atmosphere determines the wind and the gases. The vegetation determines whether or not you can get like, you know, organic matter and stuff. And it's like, that's all very well and good, but like it didn't feel like it mattered at all.
Right,
it was just okay, if there's a heavy atmosphere, you put down wind, otherwise solar panels. And it's like, I would really like it if, you know, you could do geological engineering on a planetary scale. You know, you've got your massive, you know, 20-meter tall mech or whatever it is, however big you are, and, you know, you're hauling around tons of materials at once. Surely you could make, like, you know, a hill into a mountain, and that would help condense clouds. That would make rain. Rain would make a lake. You know, you could
Yeah.
raise the sea level or lower it by evaporating water or condensing. You could change it so that there's full of life or perhaps devoid of life. That life would have different effects.
Yeah.
You know, if you're on a planet with high winds and no life, dust is going to get everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're on a planet,
2 seconds, man. The thing's just beeping.
beep beep beeping. That kind of thing, you know, geological engineering on a planetary scale was really like, wow, that'd be great. I'd really like that in the game. But yes, it is a very cool game. Certain things don't quite make sense. Some of the numbers don't add up. But again, that goes back to the sort of realism versus game balance thing. So you can't really fault it for that. I guess what I was thinking of was like Spore. You ever play Spore, chat? Great game, in my opinion, anyway. But in that game, for you youngsters who might not have ever played it, or people who didn't play it at the time, one of the things you could do is one of the sort of later game aspects of it was you'd fly from planet to planet, and you would mine. What was it called again? Dust, spice. Very original. And I don't know. And to mine spice,
Right,
you
embark.
needed. Hey,
Right,
just
apologies for
telling
that.
chat about spice
Spice.
from Spore.
Ah. As in the
'Cause,
game Spore.
Yes.
Oh, I
'Cause in
lost.
Spore-
I lost several hours to Spore.
Probably a bit more than that. And I was saying how to get spice you would need to put down a colony, and to get a colony you would need like a decent atmosphere and all this kind of junk. And that's the kind of geological engineering that I think Dyson Sphere program could really do with. So
okay.
like you can terraform in this way, that way, the other way. You find some life on one planet and you put it to the next. You make the place more habitable, and that means your spice colonies can produce more spice, and you can have more of them. And like on a deserted planet with high winds, that's going to be a load of dust. That's going to cause your machines to run slower.
Yeah.
Or something, whereas when there's lots of life, okay, maybe it's still not as fast as, maybe there's you could glass a planet, nuclear nuclear bomb, the whole thing. Radiation means electronics don't work as well, but it's sterile, and if it's glassed, then you don't get dust everywhere. So there's like, you know, whole different ways of doing things, like positive and negative. You could erase, you know, an entire half of a planet for the sake of your factory, and or you could, you know, bring it into a jungle planet or an ocean planet or somewhere in between. That's the sort of thing that I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Ah, I get it.
Because I feel like a civilization or mech or whatever it is that can build a Dyson sphere should not really have too much trouble terraforming a planet
Yeah.
at scale. I'm out of concrete again. God damn it. Yeah, when I first played Dyson Sphere, it was pretty bare bones.
That's a bit out of while then.
I don't actually know, you know, how long it's been out. I don't know how much it's being worked on. I don't know very much about it at all, to be honest, beyond it's being developed by a Chinese company with occasional hilarious mistranslations in item and tech descriptions. You know,
Yeah.
as you do when you're trying to write in a foreign language. Which, you know, kudos to them. Not easy. Trying to write a whole load of technical schizwas in a foreign language, you know? How long do you want to keep this going for then?
Uh,
But I don't want to make you late for
No, it's fine.
whatever,
I'd probably
good
say
time.
about 10 more minutes at most because I still need to basically just turn something over one last time in the oven and then it's done. So I'll be eating like 5 minutes before the thing. But yeah, what I'll do is once
Oh,
I
for
put
heaven's
that in,
sakes, man.
it's fine. It's because I have to make it separately from me and Meow because it doesn't fit in the fucking oven. But yeah, it's fine. So what I'll do is I'll say when I come back from putting that in, which will be in about 5 to 10 minutes at absolute most, we'll probably wrap up then.
Oh.
Okay.
If I had the mental capacity to make a mod for Dyson Sphere, that's the kind of mod I'd make for it.
What, the geo?
Yeah,
Conditioning one? Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Geoengineering.
Yeah. Okay.
That sort of stuff's really cool.
Alright, I'll be back in a second, Matt.
Unfortunately for me, I have neither the technical ability as a modder or the mental capacity in terms of being able to focus for that long. And so my dream will go unfulfilled. Sad, isn't it? I think it's... I do sometimes get a bit... not exactly like weepy, but like... I guess down when I... Because every so often I realise, you know... There's so many projects that I've started that I've never finished. And then there's not really much I can do about that. Maybe one day I'll get some meds for ADHD. But that would the tricky thing about that is you got to book an appointment and then remember to go to the appointment, which always felt a bit, I don't know, ironic, I guess is the word. It's like, dude, there's a specific reason why I'm seeing you, and let me give you a hint. It doesn't go well with fucking appointments. I know, isn't it crazy? No. I wouldn't tell them that. No. I'd be rude, but still, at least not to their faces. Because I work, you know. I had a half day today because I'm a lucky bastard, the whole, I don't know, period of time between, I don't know, what was it, like 10 to 12:30 or so. I was thinking, oh my god, I can't wait to go home. I was looking at the clock, time was dragging along. As soon as fucking like 10 to 1 happened, I was like, oh actually, no, I want to do this. It's like 1:15. It's like, shouldn't you be going home, Alex? Well, yes, I should. What about you, Tom? You coming? Oh yeah. Sorry about that, Andy. I'll be there just a moment. I forgot about that.
What's this?
I'm talking to myself about half day today.
Ah.
And I was saying, you know, me and Andy and Alex, we were all like, oh, you know, off we go. What? And I was like, oh, where are you going? It was like, oh, it's half day, innit? And I'm like, oh yeah. Shit, I've forgotten about that. It's like, but up and And you know, up until about, I don't know, 10 minutes before 1, because half day means we go home at 1, because I'm a jammy sod. Up until that point, I was like constantly like, come on, the time is dragging, let's go, I want to go home. Just want to go home and have a nap. And then, it's what, 10:02. It's like, actually, no, let me just finish this, let me just do that, let me just do this. It's like, come on, brain, give me a fucking break here. I'd like to be able to focus a medium amount all the time, rather than just for, like, I don't know, half an hour here, half an hour there. Brains, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be chat brain, eh?
Like, I was sitting there last night playing a random weird horror game, and it was a maze game, and the whole premise of it is there's mazes, and that was it. So it wasn't exactly the most gripping game in the world, and I could, about half an hour in, 45 minutes in, I could tell my brain had checked out.
Yeah.
Like, my conscious mind was still going, oh right, okay, well I'm going over here to do this, to do that, to find this thing, to go there, to this, and the rest of my brain was like, well, I'm not needed for anything else. I'm just going to start looking at the wall and not really paying attention. And I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, I had to change game after a while, because I literally was just sitting there going, I'm not being hooked by this in the slightest.
Boring.
So yeah, that's the joy of ADHD brain.
Fun, innit?
Yep.
I do like how long it took me to realise maybe ADHD. Not sure if it was because I was trying to say, oh no, I don't have ADHD, I'm fine. Or if it was just because I was like too stupid to notice.
There are times I have to remember that I have ADHD brain, because I'm not officially diagnosed, because that would require testing. I'm just kind of an idiot that has this. That's all the symptoms.
Let me guess. Turning up for the appointments to get the certification is difficult to remember.
Yep.
Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? I always thought that was ironic to an almost cruel degree.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I forget sometimes I have ADHD brain, and my brain gets sidetracked or distracted by the weirdest things, and then just starts telling me like, I've thought this whole thing out, and it's like, oh, okay.
Sure, why not? Thank you, brain. But why was that relevant? Do I really need to know the details of concrete in the Roman era?
Oh,
Yes.
Roman concrete. Anyway, but yeah, we'll probably wind
let's
up
not get
if
distracted.
you're good. We'll probably just wind up there.
Okay.
So yes, that'll do us for Satisfactory today, folks. Thank you very much for watching along. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes with some Sons of the Forest. And yeah, apart from that, our next streams will be Sunday is Dark Tide, which is our Dragon Age TTRPG. Monday, I believe, is our last in week this week coming. So Mr. Greg will be back in the DM chair doing his D&D stuff. Tuesday is Austrian Indie Horror. Thursday is Indie Horror as normal, and next Friday more of this. On Sunday, you will also see me later in the day doing a game for TogetherCon, which is the Real Women of Gaming Discord event. So that should be around 7 o'clock UK time. I'll be on our channel as well, but it'll be after the first one. So it'll be good. I'll be doing 2 RPGs in a day. So I'll be doing our normal Dark Tide, and then I'll be doing Dax and Renegade of Alcatraz for that. So yes, that will do it for that. I'll be on their channel to do, I think I'm on the panel for a horror games thing that they're running as well. So that'll be a laugh. Anyways, I'll see you all in about 15-20 minutes. But until then, you all take care and have a great weekend. Good night.
Bye.